Hello, wonderful word enthusiasts, and welcome back to Hello Word. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm thrilled to have you join me for another linguistic adventure. Today, we're diving deep into a word that's crucial for effective communication and collaboration: consensus. So, what exactly does consensus mean? Well, in simple terms, consensus refers to a general agreement among a group of people. It's when everyone involved is on the same page, or at least agrees to support a decision even if it's not their absolute top choice. It's a C1 level noun, indicating its usage in more advanced and nuanced discussions. Now, let's explore some synonyms that share a similar meaning to consensus. We have words like agreement, accord, harmony, unanimity, and concurrence. Let's see how these can be used in sentences. Firstly, agreement. The board reached an agreement on the budget after a lengthy discussion. Next, accord. The two nations signed an accord to end the trade dispute. Then, harmony. There was harmony among the team members regarding the project's direction. Following that, unanimity. The vote was taken, showing unanimity in favor of the proposal. Lastly, concurrence. The scientists expressed their concurrence with the study's findings. Now, let's flip the coin and look at antonyms, words that have the opposite meaning of consensus. Think of words like disagreement, discord, conflict, dissent, and opposition. Let's see these in action too. Firstly, disagreement. There was significant disagreement among the committee members about the proposed changes. Secondly, discord. The political discord in the country made it difficult to pass new laws. Thirdly, conflict. The conflict between the two departments hindered progress on the project. Fourthly, dissent. Several members expressed their dissent during the meeting, leading to a further debate. Fifthly, opposition. The opposition to the new policy was strong, with many people voicing their concerns. So, you see, where consensus represents unity, these antonyms highlight division and lack of common ground. Now, how can you use consensus in everyday life? Well, imagine you're planning a weekend getaway with friends. You might say, let's try to reach a consensus on where we want to go so everyone enjoys the trip. Or, if you're in a team at work, you might hear someone say, before we move forward, let's make sure we have a consensus on the project goals. Another example, the neighborhood association is trying to build consensus around the issue of traffic safety. Another example, imagine you're organizing a surprise party with multiple people. You would need to try and reach a consensus with everyone to ensure the surprise is not ruined. Here are some more usage examples of consensus in sentences and phrases. The committee aimed to achieve consensus before making a final decision. The team worked hard to build consensus among its members. Despite differing opinions, they eventually reached a consensus. It's important to strive for consensus whenever possible. The lack of consensus stalled the negotiations. The global consensus is that climate change is a serious threat. The president tried to forge a consensus across party lines. They operated by consensus rather than majority rule. We need to find a consensus view on this matter. The general consensus was that the project should be postponed. It's hard to achieve consensus when there are conflicting interests. There is a growing consensus amongst experts regarding the effectiveness of the new treatment. A broad consensus emerged after the extensive discussions. The scientific consensus supports the theory of evolution. Without consensus, progress becomes exceedingly difficult. The group failed to reach a consensus, leading to a split vote. The search for consensus consumed much of the meeting. The process of building consensus can be time-consuming but worthwhile. We attempted to facilitate consensus through mediation. Their goal was to create a consensus-driven decision-making process. So, in conclusion, consensus signifies general agreement, with synonyms like agreement, accord, and harmony representing unity, while antonyms like disagreement, discord, and conflict highlight division. It's a valuable word for navigating discussions, making decisions, and fostering collaboration in both personal and professional settings. Thank you so much for tuning in to Hello Word. I hope you found this episode enlightening and that you're now ready to confidently use consensus in your everyday conversations. Now, before you go, I have a small request. If you enjoy Hello Word, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your support helps others discover the show and keeps us going. And finally, I encourage you to create your own sentence using the word consensus and share it in the comments below. I'd love to see how you're using this powerful word. Until next time, keep exploring the wonderful world of words.